This is an audio summary of Isaiah chapter 52, verses 7 through 12. Stop the chaos, and your God reigns. To the viewers and subscribers, welcome to my channel, Read With Me. I am Audrey. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so to help this channel grow one subscriber and one viewer at a time. To the subscribers, thank you so much for making that commitment. So, for the viewers, if you have not committed, please help us celebrate the good ways in which God can use us as his vessels to transform the lives of those around us. Thank you so much in advance for your support, and may God bless. Summary. The prophetic poetry of Isaiah chapter 40 through 55 has come a long way by the time we get to Isaiah 52. The section began with a distraught, heartbroken people living in a foreign land, subject to the whims of foreign rulers. They had given up hope in God's care for them since their ancestors' sins had brought on an ongoing catastrophe upon them. But at the point of today's scripture, they stood on the verge of a new and bright future. For the audience of Isaiah 52, the call to return home involved a literal, physical movement from Babylonia to the land of Israel, more than 1,000 miles away. Yet, the more important movement was not that of a 4-month journey across the land, but that of an interior journey of faith in mind and spirit. The greatest enemy of faith is often traced to a loss of hope. This week's text called on the people of Israel to reclaim their hope so that they could act in faith toward the God who sought their trust, their obedience, and their love. The temptation to despair undoubtedly remains strong, and that is not something one can simply will away, but by refreshing memories of God's saving action of the past, Isaiah's prophetic vision of the future could be believed and acted on. A renewed realization of God's presence is always in order, but several things had to happen for that realization to take root. These included: 1, affirming the value of the messengers; 2, trusting those messengers to do their job in speaking truth; 3, accepting the opportunity to transform ruins, both physical and spiritual, into places of rejoicing; and 4, reintroducing of worship as God desires. All these foundational elements became reality as God set forth his plan of rescue. As such, the text takes a full view of the return, the new Exodus, considering the actions and attitudes of all parties involved. Such a wide lens repeats the picture that appears in Isaiah 40, the opening of the comfort section of the book. There can be no greater calling than that of bearing God's words of hope to people who are seemingly without hope. That is true whether we are talking about the 6th century BC or the 21st century AD. And just as the announcement of rescue to the ancient Israelites was to result in rejoicing, so also for us. The good news of God's saving work should always create a climate of gratitude, joy, desire to share the news, and generous acceptance of all who receive it. Because God was in the picture, all was not lost for the Jews in Babylonian exile. The same is true today for those exiled spiritually in sin, enemies of God. Today's gospel messengers, all Christians, are to join God's work in spreading that message of eternal hope. Matthew chapter 28, verses 19 through 20. The courage and faith required of the ancient Israelites is our must have as well. Let us celebrate the good ways in which God can use us as his vessels to transform the lives of those around us. Thank you so much for listening. Join me soon for the next audio summary of the Sunday School lesson. Stay safe and may God bless.